What is happening, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Matthew Snow's the Goal Crease Guardian. Excited to bring you another video. Even though I don't have a full-time team, we're trying to get someone to want me all the time. Let's see if we can make this team do it.
And we are off. Out in Farmington this time. Still on random PTOs, trying to get a team. But this is a bunch of guys that I played with last year, once, against Lucent, and we're back out again. Whoa! I'm rocking an old Adrian setup. V5s all the way. Only.
And also not matching the jersey because I don't think I own a white jersey that fits properly.
Custom built V5 pad with V2 light channel. Definitely a bit strange compared to my hyper lights at the moment. Round! So these would be a 7600. The glove is a 7800 or a 7680. 7990 it says on here. Lost track of it all. 7990. The one piece. It's like a 600 break. I haven't used this in forever, so interesting. Then the blocker's a standard V5.
And I lied, there's 7800 pads because that's what the V5 was, not 76. That's the V3, which I had two sets of and loved, to be honest with you. One of my favorite sets.
Oh, if you want to get really detailed on these, they used to have a double bootstrap. I have one on there for now. I have not used a bootstrap since my junior year of college.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've used a bootstrap. This is a nice little quick one-timer to get us off on the right start. 1-0. Let's move.
To be honest, I feel a little bit like I'm back at home in these. Woo! Overcommitted. One.
I have been talking for a while about how I do miss Vons, and this kind of re-cemented that. I do miss my Vons. Some of the stuff on these pads I'll talk about later on wasn't ideal, but still, I definitely miss the feel of Vaughn.
Take that all day.
Pretty good glove save here for not having used this glove break in a while. Right into the glove, no problems. And I'll follow it up with a pretty bad goal on a wrist shot from the point. Basically the same one. This one off the cuff. You can see right there, I just did not get it at all.
That is the difference between glove breaks. Right by my ear. Got to put that pocket in a different spot if I'm going to catch that, and I didn't. Around!
Pretty good there. Didn't put the glove where I needed it to. The 90-degree breaks and the 60-degree breaks are going to have that pocket more up here, and that one does not. It's more outside, and I missed pretty bad there. Also, the seal on these pads, not quite the Hyperlight seal, which we can talk about later on, but that's where that puck got stuck right underneath for just missing where I was. And nice little goal on the bounce here, so we get the lead back. Honestly, he hits the post here. It's close to not going in. This was a really good save with my hands. Great tip, and I was able to get my hands just down and out in front of my body just enough. You can see right there. I actually almost didn't have it because I wasn't super sealed up, but getting my hands down and out in front of me made it so that that tip could not get around me or underneath me and in. And this is just a bad angle. Yeah, I'm not really close to that stick and give him tons of space, and you can see it. I did not need to gain that much depth, to be honest. It would have been just fine without it. Oh, what a second save here. Off the tip of the blocker, I think, is what he gets at with. What a stop.
Wow. I don't know how that stayed out. There we go.
So far, my team bailing me out when I give up a couple of tough goals. Rebound just gets right onto the guy's stick, onto the post, and in. Good save here on the 2-on-1. Better depth management. Kick it out, going against the grain. Kind of a funky save, keeping that leg up in the air a little bit.
And first period.
Through one, not a bad period, not a great period. The 2 goals I gave up were not great, but 21 shots against. I was busy.
There. All right, we got it.
Busy in the first, busy offensively to start off the second on another bounce off of the boards. Get that lead up to 2 goals. We love to see that right about now.
That's a tough save right there. Most people don't know how hard that is.
Right about the time where I say how tough a save was, a legitimately tough play comes up, and I over pursue the puck a little bit, and he goes against the grain.
That's not ideal.
Every time we get a goal, I seem to give one up. I would like to stop that trend here soon.
Take it, take it, take it. Oh yeah, that's huge.
That is a massive save when I've been giving up goals all over the place that are not great. Against the grain, diving back, you can see that tip just gets me, and then what a stick save. Oh man, more of that please.
Well, that might be the save of the year. Jeez.
Good with this one, get that 2-goal lead back, kind of handcuffs him with not the hardest shot in the world, and it ramps up.
Interestingly, I've noticed a couple of things here. Number one, I feel like I'm playing more reactive for whatever that's worth. And number two, my depth is higher up the ice in these. I think it's maybe nothing, and I could be crazy, but it could also be what I kind of default to when I get a softer pad. Just feels that more reactionary style.
Upon further retrospect, I think that has to do with comfort level. I am naturally a goalie that likes to take more depth than I need to and likes to be a little bit more athletic, for quote of a better word, or for lack of a better word. So I think that comes out when I'm wearing a pad that I haven't worn in a very long time, and it changes the way that I play until I settle in. Like there.
Well, he did not shoot that very hard.
That's similar to the second goal, and it was a much better play, and I've actually made a depth adjustment since.
No way! Oh my god, I think that's my goal, right?
Since I said something about depth, I did make an adjustment, but this is just unlucky. I make a few saves. Didn't catch this one. Again, not catching it clean with this glove. And then off the post, off my elbow and in. Tough one to go back to a 2-goal lead, and that is so lucky again.
Woo! That was close.
Again, not catching pucks off the cuff of the glove, and this just sits on the goal line. I don't know how that stayed out. No need to be RVH here. Be on my feet, and I get over this. Instead, I am caught kind of sitting back on my heels. It goes in.
clear. Weird rebounds tonight. We don't love that. There we go.
Well, we once again have a 2-goal lead on a quick shot on the 2-on-1. Good job getting that one down on the low glove. And maybe I can actually hold this 2-goal lead for once.
You got time. Third period, 7-5. I'm not that upset with the way I played, but man, lots of chances pucks keep going in.
Looking back at it again, not great goals given up, which is interesting because on the ice I did feel much better about it than that. Just the goals look different on camera.
Okay, one thing I have definitely noticed in these pads, I feel slower. They are heavy compared to my hyper lights at least, and man, I can tell. Early in this third period, longer game than the other one, but man, I can tell that these are heavy. Gloves, I just, definitely different. Oh, about 3 whacks at that while I was in the air. Depending on that shoulder a little bit there. That one hurt. Ah. Like I know that's the save I'm trying to make, but that hurts. That's good puck control right there. Whoa! Almost fell over.
That one of my favorite saves of the night. Out, low hands, not much 5-hole. He's got to try and elevate to beat me, and he knows it, and he has no space to do so.
There you go. Oh, you can feel that this blocker board is ancient. And don't even get me started on the T-bar here. About as ugly as it gets. And the finger curl. Oh man, classic beat up Vaughn. Just ridiculous finger curl. I used to think it would look so sick when I was a kid. Clear, stay.
I definitely need to do a deep dive on this set of pads because
that looked like it hurt.
They are like my favorite set of all time that I've had at least. And I've got to show you guys just the condition that they're in after a few years of use. And trying to take care of them pretty well, but sometimes it just, things get beat up.
What this glove is convincing me is that I do think the 70 degree from Vaughn is in play for the next glove. Those high shoulder ones are a problem in this and a problem a little bit in my other one. Would love to try that 70 degree, which I was supposed to have from Bauer, the 90 degree, the Vapor 90.
70 degree in Vaughn, 90 degree in Bauer, 90 degree in True and CCM are all the same, actually. or relatively the same. So when I'm saying that, I'm not crazy. That's what that means. It's just the nomenclature is different for everyone, which is
I gotta get
always
a
a bit
stick on that,
frustrating.
especially in these pads. Play it.
Well, that's unlucky. Throws it to the middle, hits my defenseman in the skate right there, and just goes right on, and I've got no chance at it. And we have a 2-goal game with less than a minute left, so shouldn't be too bad, right?
That one was just for the camera.
They were talking a little bit about the camera. A lot of guys talk about the camera, so I showed it off a little bit there. Feeling good about myself.
Oh, camera got that one too. It did, yeah, it did. Yeah.
And that came back to bite me really quick. This one off of my defenseman's skate and 5-hole. Yeah, that's tough. That's a tough look after talking about the cameras. Saying how...
Oh, what a save.
And 3 goals in 45 seconds, and the game is tied. Bad recovery here, and over pursuing to that puck, not the stick. Now it's a tie game with 15 seconds left. I've given up 3 goals in the last minute. Ooh, that one snuck by, and we're going to overtime. Sick.
Well, that was not the ending we wanted. That's all right.
I mean, 3 goals, 45 seconds, never the ending you want. Especially when we had 6 guys on the bench at this point. We had 7, and now we took a penalty. First thing in overtime. We're going to go 4-on-3, and we're going to hope that we can kill this off. Good stop. Well, that's a pretty good comeback. I get burned a little bit by depth here. Just miss it coming out on this one, but right here, gaining too much depth. 4-on-3, stay middle of your crease at best. Now I'm coming back, thinking one-timer, he rips it, low glove. Good shot, good goal. Tough ending. Really tough ending, actually. Well, about that. What was that? 4 goals in the last minute and a half of gameplay, 2 minutes of gameplay. That is not ideal, for sure. Overall, the game did not go too badly. I played pretty well, 61 saves, the goal save above the expected, that kind of stuff. But man, that is a tough one to swallow when we were up by 3 going into the last minute. Let's talk pads, because a bit of a surprise, I'm sure, to see a different set on here. I actually recently got my 2 of my old Adrian sets out of the storage unit that my parents had. Shout out to my parents. And they're in my basement now. So I rocked that one because I wanted to actually. I was peer pressured into that by Chris Dudo, the goalie gear snob. If you do not follow him, go follow him on Instagram. Follow him on YouTube. He's awesome. Another one of the e-bugs around the league. He's with Dallas. So I got peer pressured into that willingly. I will say I sent him a picture asking if I should wear it, and he said yes. So I'm a sucker for people saying that I should do things. So wore that set out there. Really enjoyed it, honestly, and just noticed a few things about the set that I really should go into. I think another video where I deep dive into that set would be fun, because it's the set that I wore my freshman year of college and my sophomore year of college. Maybe about half of my sophomore year, I believe. I think I got my V6 set January-ish of that year. But it's just a fun set. It's very different than pads that I wear now, and I'd love to talk about what makes it so different and, just go into those differences and stuff like that. I think that would be fun. So let me know down below if you'd be interested in that video. But yeah, it felt pretty good. It just felt heavy. There's less surface for stability as well because of the way that the pad was built, and honestly because of the V2 leg channel. That calf wrap really goes up around my leg, so there's not a whole lot of support behind. When you go down, your leg sits in a very different spot. It requires a very different feel when you go into the butterfly. So that's something to notice. The blocker board, old, probably broken. It's on its second palm that is got a bunch of holes through it. The glove itself has been well loved, I'll put it that way, even if it is not my favorite catching anymore. So yeah, a lot of stuff that goes into that set that I would love to talk about. So, I mean, overall not a bad game, but we'll take the L on that one with an impressive last-minute comeback, I will say. And one of the teams that has definitely noticed the cameras more at the end and talked about them. And to be fair, I set myself up for it. I set up 3 cameras out along the glass. I set up another one in the net. I now wear a microphone. Like, I expect people to say some stuff, and I'm cool with it. I enjoy it. It's fun. I try and lean into it a little bit because it's just a good time, and that this is how I keep beer league for me a little less angry. I've said this in the past, but I've had issues just getting a little too competitive with myself, and this keeps me loose. So it's fun, and the one guy who was talking most about it, we had a good chat after the game, and just, we were enjoying ourselves, having a good time competing. So it was a lot of fun. I hopefully will not blow another 3-goal lead in a minute, but we were all pretty gassed. I faced 70 shots in pads that I hadn't worn in a long time. The team had 7 guys and 6 guys by the end of it. So yeah, one of those things where hopefully it goes better next time. With that being said, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you are still here, thank you for being patient with me as I go on. And with the mic, I feel I have more content for the videos, so I try and make them a little bit longer. I hope that you enjoy that. If you're here at this point, you obviously still do, and you enjoy the sound of my voice at least a little bit, so thank you. With that being said, if you enjoyed the video, please head down below, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. You'll know when I'm uploading more videos that way. And Instagram, TikTok, trying to keep up with YouTube Shorts. It's all coming around much, much more. I'm trying to keep that content train rolling, so please stay with me for all of that, and I will see you in the next video.